Friends, you have to let God make decisions for you, which is being led by divine guidance. You have to be led in this life by divine guidance and not your damn egos. So, what that means is when your gut tells you to do the right thing and your conscience is telling you to do the right thing, and all the things you've learned from my videos, from other content creators' videos, from reading the Bible, from living life, you know what the right thing and the wrong thing to do is most of the time. You know in your gut. It's what your stomach's telling you. Like when you have a gym membership and you could go to a class at the gym or you could screw off. You could do something else, but you wrote on your list for that day that you were going to go to the gym. And even, like it's going to be a hard decision. You worked all day, you don't want to go to the gym. And maybe you already went to the gym that morning. But you're just going to have to make the hard decision. A lot of the times, what God wants us to do and what's good for our future, what's good for our manifestations, what's good for us attracting the love, wealth, health, and abundance into our life that we want, we have to make the hard decisions to make sure our actions, words, and thoughts are all aligned towards our purpose and what we want. So that means you have to think, is this action aligned with my purpose? Is this thought aligned with my purpose? Is it aligned with my deepest values? So that's a decision-making process you have to make. And if you know that going to the gym is good for you and it's going to be real hard, you have to make that hard decision. And eventually, once you get in the habit of doing that, it doesn't become so hard. Like this morning, early in the morning, before the sun was up, I went to a cycling class. And at the end of the day today, in the evening, I'm going to another cycling class. So that's going to be that's going to be a lot, It's going to be over an hour and a half of cycling. And I'm sure that a lot of you are serious cyclists out there, but I'm not. But when you're doing it in a spinning class context, it's not laid back. And so it's hard, but that's just a few of the things I have on my list. Those 2 spinning classes. I try to do yoga classes a few times a week. I'm doing all sorts of things that I'd rather literally just sit and eat all day in front of the TV and do all sorts of things that are just pleasure for my flesh. Like literally there's so much other things I could do. And you let other people, your partner, whatever, your family drag you down into being lazy and drag you away from your dream. But you should set up time to spend time with your loved ones. But during the week, and even after work, you still need to do those things to take care of yourself and be on your purpose. And that means showing up to the gym, or if you're taking night classes, showing up to that and giving everything your presence, giving everything 100%, everything you got, 110%. And when you go the extra mile, other people may not be able to see it, but God sees it, and He multiplies all that. And when you do it during hard times, He multiplies it even more. And when you do it with a smile on your face, He multiplies it even more. So just keep your attitude right, people. And generally, if the decision's hard, that's what I'm going to do. So I don't necessarily want to do all the stuff that I have to do today. Like, I don't want to clean. I don't want to cook my own food instead of eating out. I don't necessarily want to do some of the other personal things that I have to do, but there's certain things you have to do to keep a relationship going, to keep a household going, to have the type of life you want. It's not going to just magically appear. Of course, we cannot finagle each aspect and manipulate each part of how we're going to get there. Of course, you have to let God do his work behind the scenes, but you have to just let go and let God do his work. But when it comes time to do what you're supposed to do, like while the sun is up, you have to be trying to do different things to make your life, your present, and your future better. So, this is all divine guidance. You have to listen to what God is telling you to do. If God's telling you right now your ankle's hurting, I had this problem. That's why I have arthritis now and all these other issues. But I know God's healing me from it, and I haven't had any pain, so I don't want to say I have it. I'm healed, but I've struggled with it over the years, and it's because I didn't know when to stop. And your body will tell you when to stop too, when you need some sleep. And you should be getting sleep and all these things and respecting yourself, but don't let things slide. Whatever God gives you, he multiplies it if you take care of it. So if he gives you a nice place to live, you have to maintain your house. Maintain it, take care of it, leave it wonderful. Imagine if you're the next person to buy that house, or if you want to give the house to your children. How would you want the house to look? Same thing with your car. Same thing with your job. Even if it's not the right job for you at this time, you will need recommendations from this person. You will need networking from this person. And you need to treat that person with honor, dignity, and respect, just like how you would want to be treated. So you have to fulfill your karma in that aspect. And you basically have to give them 110% while you're there. If you agree to do something, you have to give it 110%. That includes your health. That includes working out. If you sign up for a gym, I'm not saying everyone has to sign up for a gym, but if you sign up for a gym, you need to go to the classes. Not just hang out in the back doing your little stuff and then going on your phone. But you need to do the hard classes where there's going to be people that are better than you. And that's the only way you're going to get better, by being around people that are better than you and pushing your comfort zone. Now you'll have to experiment with different things. I did ballroom dancing for a long time and different things, but I realized I was just doing that to meet women, and I didn't really enjoy doing it, and I thought it was kind of ridiculous for me to do it, so I stopped. And I found other ways to do it, and I was fine. So, really, you'll have to try new things and take risks, but it's all good. You have to believe that everything that you do and that you gave your 100% to 110%, and you're fulfilling your karma. That person gave you a chance, so wherever you are, you're giving your best to that, and you're giving your gift to the world. You cannot be selfish. You cannot be isolated and selfish and hid behind a computer screen all day and not be depressed. I'm sorry. Unless you are out there making a difference in someone's life, whether it's the person at the grocery counter, thanking them, asking them how their day is going. If you see a grandma, old people love to talk. Talking to a grandma, showing love in whatever way you can. My way is talking to people, showing them love, telling them how lovely their baby looks. I like cute babies. Whatever it is. Complimenting them on their garden if I see someone gardening. Always finding an excuse instead of complain to show gratitude and compliment people for the beauty they bring into my life. And for the men, I told you, if you're single, you should be flirting with everyone so you can practice flirting and become good at it. And I'm not saying flirt with everyone, but give love. Find a genuine compliment and be nice to everyone you meet and give them your full attention. If you're talking to someone, don't be on your phone. Don't be messing around. Be fully present. And let God make the decisions for you. Life is so much less stressful when you just let God make the decisions for you. Do what you know is right. Before you make that decision to screw off instead of go to the gym, or screw off instead of getting a second certification, or going to school, or whatever it is that you're doing to make your life better, whatever it is that you have to do. Maybe you're already fit and you already have something worked out for that, but you need to do something else to further your career. You need to go, whatever it is that you need to spend your extra time on. Outside of making money to meet your physical needs, there has to be other things. You can't just be in yourself. And whatever those things are, it's going to be part of serving others. Even your job is serving others, and you can through that. But it's good to have a tribe. It's good to have other people that you appreciate, and having a community. Maybe people you work out with. Maybe people you do a hobby with. A book club, whatever. As long as it's positive. But let God guide your decisions, not your doubt, not your fear, and not your insecurities, but your faith. Your faith. And when you're guided by faith, you're going to step out of your comfort zone, and then your blessings will multiply. If you show God that you have faith in Him and you're willing to grab the opportunities that are right in front of you, He will multiply your blessings. So that's what you have to do. And don't be too scared to grab opportunities, and don't be afraid to fail. Failure is just a stepping stone to success. It's just a path to success. And you got to view it that way. And don't be led by your fear. And the biggest thing I wanted to talk about, is guilt. Guilt is straight out of the pit of hell. You have to apologize to whoever you've wronged. That's essential. That's the first step. If that's possible, if they're still around, if you sell their content, apologize. If not, you need to do it in their heart and wish the best for them. But you need to truly apologize to that person, apologize to who you've wronged, and let it go. And same thing goes for forgiving others. Forgiving others, forgiving yourself. You need to let it go. Lack of forgiveness, envy, and jealousy are the biggest blocks to getting what you want. So you know that if it's led by any of those things, it's not of God. It's not of the kingdom. And we have to seek the kingdom first in order to get the blessings. So you need to walk towards the kingdom. Even if you're not there yet, you need to walk towards the kingdom. And that means avoiding anything that's led by fear, doubt, jealousy, guilt, all these things that you know are wrong. You need to make your present and future better and just focus on being present and things that are good for you and doing things that are out of your comfort zone. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave my information below if you have any questions or you want to get in touch. I love you all. Take care. I'll be talking to you soon.